Is this an endless curse for the South Korean entertainment industry? The world of K-pop is grieving again. In the midst of the sparkling stage and camera flashes, a black shadow again enveloped the entertainment industry of the Land of Ginseng. Shocking news came from Seoul this morning when South Korea's senior and legendary singer, Wheesung, was found lifeless at his residence. What really happened to the golden-voiced singer who had just announced his latest comeback project? Hysterical cries from fans echoed across social media. Who would have thought that the figure who was just yesterday seen smiling at his new album promotion event is now gone? Big questions hang in the air. Why did Wheesung, who looked healthy and full of vigor, suddenly leave this world without warning? This oddity led to wild speculation among Korean fans and netizens. A storm of sadness immediately hit the K-pop industry in full force. Jin BTS, who had idolized Wisung and often sang his songs, looked devastated as he attended the funeral with puffy eyes. Astro's Eunwoo, who recently collaborated with Wisung on a secret project, also couldn't hold back the tears, canceling all filming schedules and appearing with a deathly pale face at the funeral site. Is this a sign that the pressure in the Korean entertainment industry has reached a terrible limit? Mysterious last seconds. According to a Seoul police report released at 10:30 a.m. local time, Wisung was found lifeless by his manager on Wednesday morning, March 11, 2025, around 7:15 a.m. KST. His manager, who was worried because Wisung had not answered his phone since last night, finally went to his apartment in the Gangnam area. After gaining access from building security, the manager found Wisung lying on his bed, unresponsive. He was already lifeless when he was found, Detective Kim Sung-ho of the Seoul Metropolitan Police said in a brief press conference. There were no signs of violence, but we are still waiting for autopsy results to determine the exact cause of death. Information from sources close to Wheesung's family mentioned that the 42-year-old singer had complained of extreme fatigue after intense recording sessions for his comeback album. However, no one thought that this would be a sign of his sudden passing. He worked very hard for his comeback. We were even worried about the hours he was working, said a recording staff member who requested anonymity. But Wisung was always smiling and saying that he wanted to give his best to the fans who had waited so long. A brilliant career that came to a tragic end. Wisung, whose real name is Choi Wheesung, was one of the most respected singers in the South Korean music industry. Debuting in 2002 with the album Like a Movie, his distinctive voice immediately caught the attention of the public and music critics. Hits such as With Me, Goodbye Love, and Insomnia made him known as the vocal master in the K-pop industry. His career journey has not always been smooth. In 2013, he was caught in a case of propofol use, but managed to get up and prove his dedication to music. After completing his mandatory military service in 2014, Wisung returned to the industry with renewed vigor and released several albums that received rave reviews. His latest comeback, scheduled to be released in late March 2025, should mark the 23rd anniversary of his career in the music industry. The album, titled Timeless Voice, is rumored to contain 12 tracks, including collaborations with several notable artists such as Eunwoo and even BTS's Jin, who recently completed his military service. Wheesung is very excited about this project. He said this is his best work in his career. The CEO of his agency, Real Slow Company, said in a sad statement, "We can't believe this happened when he was at the peak of his creativity." Heartwarming reactions from fellow artists. This sad news drew a wave of grief from across the Korean entertainment industry. Many celebrities publicly expressed their grief through social media or by attending the funeral ceremony. BTS's Jin, who just completed his military service a few months ago, was known to have a close relationship with Wheesung. Jin often sang Wheesung's songs on various occasions and claimed to be inspired by the senior singer's vocal technique. "I lost an amazing mentor and friend. Wheesung Hyung was the reason why I wanted to be a singer," Jin wrote in an Instagram post that immediately received millions of likes and supportive comments from ARMY. "His voice will live on in our hearts. Goodbye, Hyung." The photo of Jin bowing at the funeral with a puffy face was the subject of media attention. Some eyewitnesses said that Jin was unable to stand up and had to be helped by his BTS colleagues who were present to show support. Meanwhile, Astro's Cha Eunwoo, who was recently rumored to be collaborating with Wheesung for a special project, was in deep shock when he arrived at the funeral. The actor and singer, known for his handsome face, looked pale and barely wore any makeup, a sight rarely seen from an idol who always looks perfect. 2 days ago, we were still in the same studio, talking about music and dreams, Eunwoo wrote on his Instagram account, accompanied by a black and white photo. "I still can't believe we never finished that song together. Thank you for all the valuable lessons, Sunbenim." A press conference held by Eunwoo's agency confirmed that the actor had canceled all of his filming schedules for the next week in honor of Wheesung's passing. "This is Eunwoo's personal decision, and we respect it. He needs time to process this grief," said a Fantagio Entertainment representative. Last unfinished project information. Circulating states that Wheesung is in the final stages of completing the album Timeless Voice, which is scheduled for release on March 31st, 2025. The album, which marks 23 years of his career, is said to be the masterpiece of a Korean vocal maestro. "He invested all his body and soul into this album," said producer Shin Min-soo, who worked with Wheesung on his last project. Wheesung wanted this album to be his musical legacy, and ironically, now it's really his last legacy. Surprisingly, according to internal sources, one of the songs on the album, When I'm Gone, was written by Wheesung himself and is about leaving the world and leaving memories for loved ones. Its profound lyrics now feel like a heart-wrenching farewell letter. "When I listen to the demo of the song now, it feels like he already knows he doesn't have much time," says a recording engineer involved in the production process. "Her voice is so fragile, yet full of emotion, when she sings the verse, 'When I'm gone, please don't cry too long.'" The agency has not yet decided whether to continue releasing the album as scheduled or postpone it as a tribute. However, many fans have voiced their desire for Wheesung's final album to be released as a lasting legacy of the vocal maestro.